Hi, I'm Dr. Jaban. Did you know that Alzheimer's is one of the leading causes of death? 1 out of every 3 Americans are going to die of Alzheimer's. That 1 person every 66 seconds dies from Alzheimer's. And that Alzheimer's has been reclassified as type 3 diabetes. That means that blood sugar is affecting how your brain is going to degenerate and what the end of your life could be like. That means Alzheimer's is related to the food you're putting in your mouth. That carbohydrate-rich, sugar-filled diets are leading to brain degeneration. But that is not the only reason that we get Alzheimer's. There are so many other reasons. A few of those reasons are infections. They've shown that 17 out of 19 brains from Alzheimer's patients had chlamydia in it. That means that there's an infection that is so common with a specific type of degeneration that it's likely that it's playing a role in how our brains are degenerating. There are many other infections that go with that. Herpes has been shown to be a high likelihood of being an effect of Alzheimer's. Also Lyme disease. Lyme disease gets into the brain within 12 hours of infections. So you need to make sure that when you get ticks on your body that you pay attention to, does that rash up? How do I feel? Because only 40% of patients get that bullseye rash. So if you get bit by a tick, pay very close attention to your symptoms. If you start to lose your smell, that's another sign that there's brain degeneration happening. So those are a few pieces that you need to be watching out for. Toxicity. Toxicity is a huge player in this. There's studies dating back 30 or 40 years showing that increase in mercury in the body, increase in even flu vaccinations from the 80s was showing that for every flu vaccine, increased the risk of Alzheimer's. And that's because back then they used mercury in those vaccinations. Also, if you have mercury fillings in your mouth, if you have the CF bulbs that were the concentrated fluorescent bulbs that they used, those produce mercury off-gassing. So 30% of the mercury in that off-gasses within the first year, so you're breathing it in, getting it into your body. So that's another way that you can get mercury. Food. Mercury can be in some of our foods. Some of our farmed fish have increased levels of mercury. So that's another place mercury comes from that we've got to be aware of so that we can avoid it because it does cause neurological degeneration. And sleep. You have to sleep for your brain to clean out, for it to detoxify. And if you're not sleeping, there you go. You're going to continue to get toxic, not clean out, and then degeneration is going to happen. So what things can we do to help us not get Alzheimer's? Well, 1, keto. Keto is great for decreasing blood sugar, decreasing insulin resistance, decreasing diabetes. I've seen some people decrease their blood sugars from 200 and 300 all the way down to the normal range in a matter of a few months just by doing keto and fasting. And that fasting can be intermediate fasting, it can be 24-hour block fasting, or it can even be multiple day fasting depending upon the person and the physician that you're working with. Sleeping. I know sleeping isn't just as easy as going to bed, but for those of us who can sleep, make sure you're getting your 8-9 hours of sleep every single day. Get into bed, make time for it, get away from the blue light, get away from the caffeines, get away from the TVs and the computers, the cell phones when you're getting close to bed so that you can make sure that you're getting quality, good sleep as best as you can so that you can clean out your brain and get rid of the chances that you're going to have Alzheimer's. Avoid toxins. Well, how do we avoid toxins? Well, these things were a couple of them. Make sure you're using light bulbs that don't have mercury. You don't have mercury amalgams, that you're eating clean food that are free of chemicals and preservatives. So read your labels. If you don't know what it is, don't eat it. If there's more than a few ingredients on that label, it's probably a choice that you don't want to make to eat that. Because the fewer ingredients, likely the better that food is going to be for you. So eat more organic. That way we can stay away from the glyphosates because those are a type of chemical that is in a lot of the Roundups, a lot of the different types of pesticides, herbicides out there that are going to help to break down your body. There's a lot of research going into that right now. And also, if you get a tick bite, don't just put something on it. Don't pour essential oils on it. Don't burn it off because what happens is that tick will puke into your body and that's pushing out all the different infections in it into your body. You want to get a device that you can pull it off with, a proper tick removal device so that you decrease your risk of getting more infections from that tick. So those were just a few facts for Alzheimer's, because Alzheimer's is one of the scariest things that can happen to us. We lose our mind, we lose ourselves, and it all comes from these things here. These are where the research are going. Control your blood sugar, control your toxins, treat your infections, eat well, live long with your memory intact. Hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully this is a lot of good information. Share this out. If you like this, let us know. If you have questions, ask them. Hopefully this is going to continue to help you in your health journey. Thanks for watching.